take two on the Write Down Everything You Know broadcast that I did yesterday. So I realized I was working with Facebook Live, and they've changed the whole thing. And there was a button called share to share the screen. I thought I could share my screen, but it didn't work. So we're going to do this a second time. So that's all. So if you have any comments, drop them in. I'm doing it. So this is about the Writing Down Everything You Know exercise. So I'm going to start doing a lot more broadcasts and talk about making books and doing books, but also making products. One of the changes that has happened in our world over the last few years is that the barriers to entry to releasing products and putting things out into the world has changed dramatically. And the gatekeepers have fallen in broadcasting, marketing, advertising, publishing, self-publishing, product manufacturing and delivering. What's the other ones? Yeah, broadcasting, publishing, marketing, advertising, marketing. All of these barriers have fallen, and it makes it extremely easy for us to release our content and put it out there. We've seen it with books. Now anybody can self-publish a book and put it out to the world and market that book and do things, but you're making a product and you're pushing it out to the world. So there are a lot more products that you can make, a lot more things you can do. And in this sort of coronavirus world that we're now living in, everybody's at home, but we have these amazing tools that we can use. So what I thought is I'd share some of the tools, the methods, and how all that goes. I have a lot of products. You probably just see me on the publishing side, but I also sell t-shirts and mugs. I sell clip art that I've been selling for years and years on different sites, all kinds of different posters. You can take the content from your book and turn into a poster, put that on Zazzle or Cafe Press. So we'll try to explore some of that as I go through showing you how to make some of these new books. And I think we'll start with the workbook first. There's going to be the one most people are talking about that. That's the one they wanted. So that's what I'm going to do. And anyways, so what I thought is I just go back through and show you this exercise. So this is an exercise that I have done for years. In fact, here are my notebooks. I keep notebooks. I hope everybody keeps an idea design notebook. And these are notebooks that I've had for years where I write everything down that I'm doing, whatever it is I'm doing, just general, it's just scribble stuff down. And so you can get back at it. But one of the exercises I've done is to do sort of brain dumps of everything you know. So we have amazing amounts of knowledge in our head, and that knowledge can be turned into things that we can sell. And so the exercise is just get a piece of paper and start writing down. And I'm just going to show you what I did. So I'm doing the same thing again. I went back through all my notebooks yesterday, and it's the old one. Here's my current one. I went and just redid it. And so you can see here, I'll show you some pictures. I'm going to show you a bunch of examples. In fact, let me get this out of the way. And hide that. There we go. And so this is I just wrote them down. I broke it down into different areas. And I highly recommend is don't just do the area. This isn't just a publishing exercise on what kind of books. I wrote down ideas on publishing, blogging, products, video, home things that I know, like how to change a tire. You don't want to start self-editing what you're doing. You're just putting down things you know, and this becomes an idea bank that you can go back into to make stuff. One of the hardest things for people to do, where they get stuck the most often when people say, let's make a course, let's make a product, is what do I do? They put a huge amount of emphasis on that and get kind of stuck with that. We don't want to go there. We want to just say everything is open. Like, don't edit in your head. Don't self-edit. Just get it on paper. So I wrote down here things about finance and business, like how do you manage your money? How do you save money? Design. I've been a graphic designer for years, so I can teach everything on graphic design to possibly do. How to lay out type and do grids and make all kinds of projects and things. I know all that stuff. Software. All of you know a lot of software. Illustrator, Design, ScreenFlow, using Amazon, Lulu, Blurb, Gumroad, all those things. In fact, I know people Zoom is becoming enormously popular. People doing classes on Zoom. So that's the exercise where you just write it down, and then we're going to go into that, and that's your idea bank to pull out and make some kind of product that we can show you a little bit how to do it. Now, these kind of products aren't big products. We're not making big multi-courses. A product can be one page, something you can sell, key information, key tips on gardening can be a product. One video, just simple, small things. You can always make bigger later, but we're looking at trying to teach to do small stuff. So, all right, so let me show you my examples. I had actually put the pictures there below. You can see them down below. You can see what I've done over the years. I went through all my notebooks, photographed every one that I had done, or a lot of them. But let me run them in this video so you can see them. And let's just bring up this, get this out of the way. And all right, so that's there. All right, so here we go. So here's just some of the ones that I've done, and you'll see. Oops, don't do that. So this is just ideas, right? So this was InDesign training, which I've been starting to do. We'll be doing more of it. Every one of these can be a little broadcast, a thing. You could even do a little quickie selling product that you just sort of make for the moment. Little product that you do on like how to use the color swatch book. Here's one on publishing, all the different things I know on publishing. So these are just ideas. It's not, we're not going to try to get hung up on trying to make something big and take months. This is something you can do in one afternoon. You'll see me do, I'm going to put together my own very quickly. Many of us, especially in the How to Publish a Facebook group, and wherever this video is, if you're not, come over to Facebook and join this group. Just search on How to Publish Your Book. I'll put the links in the description below. But you can just, what was I going to say? Book trailer. I lost my train of thought there. But this is just a listing of things that I know in publishing. So you can just do little videos and little quick stuff. Here's more InDesign and publishing, how to do things. I do a lot of publishing, so I write a lot of those ideas down. Courses I can teach. So I could just do a quick video thing on courses, how to sell your book, how to format your book, 10 tips on publishing, 10 tips on marketing. All of these can be little products. The goal is to get the activity, the action going. It's not making stuff, putting stuff up, learning the tools, and there's fantastic tools for creating little products and promoting them and putting them out and getting people to buy them, getting places to put them. That's what we're going to show. I'm going to be showing you Gumroad. I'm talking way too fast this morning. Too much coffee. This is book training things. So these are just notes out of my notebook. The book launching, right? This is how to launch a book. In fact, this turned into a whole series that I created a little book about that. Making and selling a book, right? More ideas. Each one of these little sections on this, what you're seeing on the screen, can be turned into some kind of product. Selling on Gumroad, this is the one I'm going to be showing. This is a site that I use a lot, and I've been very successful with it. One of the hardest things about selling products is where do you put it, how do you get people to find it, and then how do you collect the money? And this is a site that solves all those problems at a free level or a very, very, very low, I think it's $10 a month, monthly level. It just gives you, a great tool or a great place to put your stuff. Blogging your book, right? Just as how to make this as a whole, how to use a blog to create a book and sell a book, right? That's a whole, just sort of laid out in all different kinds of ways. And this is what I did yesterday when I went through my notebooks, what I know software programs, I know design programs, I know home programs, home things, woodworking, how to hula hoop. I'll be doing that in a few minutes here. How to make a table, how to cut grass. These are all things that you know that you can turn into some kind of book. Oh, I remember what it was. You can take an existing book, which is what I will do as an example, and pull out a section and turn it into another book. So that's, you've already written your content, especially here in the group, in the How to Publish Your group. You can pull a section of an existing book out and turn it into another product. So that's a pretty cool thing. And just more products, how to create a course, create and sell products, video, how to make a video, how to edit a video, book trailer videos, editing a screenplay. These are all things I know. And this is should be a living list that you just constantly keep adding to. You don't have to have everything down in one shot. You can just keep adding to it. So that's how we do that. All right, let's bring this back up here, and I will come back here. All right, so that's the task. In fact, what we're going to do, I'm just reaching down here on the floor, because my filing cabinet is the floor, and the floor is my filing cabinet. So the exercise I'm going to be doing, I'm going to do this somewhere this week. I'm going to go into this book right here, all right, my Publishing Secrets book, and I'm going to pull out the resource section. People love resources, so I'm going to pull out this resource section and turn it into its own book. And remember, there are many, many ways to sell books. We don't have to just do Amazon. PDF books are just fine. So this is the resource section at the back of my book, and I'm going to pull this out, and we'll make a new book just to show you how quickly you can do something from something that's already sitting on your computer or around you or somewhere like that. So that's the task. I'd love to hear your comments. Put them in, your questions, all that kind of stuff. Put it in below, and post. Do it. Post a picture of what you've done. Some people have already done that. Just show. Let me put this back up here. So I've already done that just to show how easy this is. It's not a hard task to do, but it really gets you thinking about all the stuff you know and what can I do with this stuff, and can I make some money off of it? And remember, micropayments add up. Small payments add up. You're not trying to have to hit a home run where you're making $300. That's great if you do that with some product. But if you can make little products and add them up, then you figure out what people like. You're really testing the market, see which ones get some traction, and then you can go from there. All right. Talk to you soon, and we will keep this thing going. All right. Bye-bye.